Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video here, I have 3 games for you, 2 with Momo and 1 with Mount Lady. This first game was a pretty chaotic game, considering that all of it was pretty much played in the fire zone there. I don't think I've stayed in the fire zone for so long in one game before. In our first fight here, we're fighting against a Strike Deku, a Tsuyu, and a Twice, I believe. We did have a few close calls in this fight, and you'll see what ends up happening. So I see that our Toga has guard broken the Deku there, and he's on the run. So I try to help focus him down because I know he's low and he'll be taken out soon. But he does end up getting away from me thanks to the Tsuyu there. I think the Tsuyu and the Deku had pretty good coordination with each other. But this team fight would have had a different outcome in my opinion if the Twice was there with them. Because the Twice was doing I don't know what. We did get hit by one of his clones, but that's just a clone. And there that Deku is again, and like I said, I know he's low and I don't want to give him any time at all to heal, so I'm going to stay on him. I caught him behind this corner here with a pretty nasty mix-up, I'm not gonna lie, and we prevent him from running away with our Alpha there. And there I wasn't aiming directly at him, I was aiming for where he might roll, and because of that we end up taking him down. Their Twice teammate finally shows up, but it's too little too late. The Deku was already down. So yeah, this first fight is basically over. We didn't end up taking out all of their team, but that's okay. I have no way of getting up there, so the best I can do is send up my cannons. But now there's another team shooting at us, and we got hit by an Endeavor Beta. So I decide to get out of that fight there and heal us up, because I know that if we continue at this rate, one of us is going to go down. My Toga is definitely fighting, so I go over there to back her up. And then a Momo actually is in this little room here trying to heal up. But you want to know what's funny? I didn't get hit by that Endeavor Beta, but I walked right into it. I didn't think the hitbox would linger for that long. But anyways, we end up taking out this Momo here, which is great. But our Dobby, Rush Cat, got taken out by this Endeavor. So I'm just gonna push him back a bit. That was a decently placed cannon, but I could have placed it a bit better, like closer to the entrance, so that if he ran there, he would have been hit by it. But hey, mistakes happen. And he tries to get away, and he does succeed actually. But because I was too busy focusing down that Endeavor, our Toga gets focused by a different team. And she ends up going down, unfortunately. So the best I can do is put down some cannons on her body there, just to prevent people from actually going towards her. It didn't stop them from finishing her, but because of that, the Tsuyu ended up taking fatal damage, and she was down because of it. Sometimes you have to leave. You have to leave the kill, you know? If you're getting focused by other people, it's not worth it getting yourself killed just to finish someone off. And the Tsuyu definitely paid the price for that. Okay, so Rush Cat was able to revive our Toga there, but it looks like they're in a fight, so I have to go over there to help them. A giant Mount Lady is who they were fighting against. I definitely didn't have to use all three of my cannons there, because this spot right here would have been an amazing spot to use a cannon, but hey, I didn't have them, so it is what it is. And I see that Rush Cat is still low, so I try to follow him just to make sure no one is on him, no one is tailing him, and allow him to heal up. So if anyone pops up, I can just push them away. So there is a Shoto right over there. And he does catch me with his beta, a beta and an alpha, by the way. Yeah, and at this point, I definitely know that he knows that I'm low. So I try to go for some heals and protect myself with some cannons, since we're in this little corridor here. And I do get a heal off, which is nice. But apparently he's focusing me specifically. And I should have put a cannon down just after I finished jumping up this building here, because that cannon would have dealt a lot of damage to him, but oh well, at least we hit him down with an alpha. I think during this match, I was hearing things, and the reason why I didn't finish drinking that shield potion is because I thought someone was coming down in that path there. Oh well. Yeah, so that Shoto is down, and there's another team pulling up on us. It's the same team with the Mount Lady, the Strike Dobby, and the Shigaraki there. And the Shigaraki grabs my Toga, so I think to myself, hey, he's gonna be in one spot for a set duration. This is the perfect time to use my cannons on him, and he gets down because of it. So against enemies who have quirks and abilities that keep them in place, that's the best time to use your cannons. Just like when the Mount Lady was in her big form right there. But you want to know one thing? Yes, my cannons were doing a lot of damage to the Mount Lady, but I think I would have been able to down her if the Toga didn't use the beta. But that's okay. We do lots of damage to this Mount Lady here, but we didn't end up taking her out because she got to kick away. What I should have done is instead of use my beta, I should have just kept up my pressure with the alphas. I have a bad habit of going into my beta after using my cannons there, so I just have to work on that a little bit. So now we're kind of making our way out of the fire zone and heading towards the aquatic zone there. But because I was still back in the fire zone, I knew that this team was still there, the Mount Lady team. And yes, I was heading towards the aquatic zone, but I didn't want us to get third-partied, you know, because I knew they were back there. But because I was focused on two things at once, you know, making sure we weren't getting third-partied, and then supporting my team in the aquatic zone, Rush Cat does go down. But thankfully our Toga is able to bring him back. And then the best I can do in this situation is use my green there, my green card, to just keep us from dying in the storm. And the timing on my cannons were pretty great there, since the Mount Lady deactivated her big form. She took a lot of damage from those cannons. So we do get the jump on this Mount Lady, which is great, and we're doing some pretty big damage with our pressure here. But it looks like when she tried to kick away, she got stuck on my shield, and she ended up getting stuck. and not being able to run away, which is sad. Like, I feel bad, but hey, this is just a typical glitch in Ultra Rumble, I guess. I'm getting stuck on things. So I'm running through these buildings, just making sure no one's hiding in them. But I believe the only two that are left are a Strike Deku and that Aizawa that we met earlier. The Deku tries to run away with his Gamma, but of course I say no, you're not going away. So it's just us versus this Aizawa, and Aizawa by himself isn't going to 1v3, you know? Like, he is a strong character, but he doesn't have that strong 1v3 capabilities, in my opinion. And as you can hear there, the Aizawa kicked away with his beta into the air, but our Toga just grabbed him right out of the air. That was pretty cool how they were able to aim that well. But yeah, that's it for this match there. It wasn't too bad. It was a fun match because I don't think we had any time at all to loot. It was just fight after fight after fight after fight. But hey, we ended up taking the victory. So about 6,000 damage and 6 kills. Not too bad. And thanks to our team, we were able to actually win the game. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one now. Alright, now for the second match here, we did random queue, so you can probably guess how that turned out. But nevertheless, compared to the first game, this one was a lot less stressful. We actually had time to loot to get our levels up before engaging, which is nice. But we did have a little skirmish in the beginning. I'm not sure who it is that my teammates were fighting, but they did take some damage from someone. So from here I decide to jump down, and we do catch Mirio off guard, which is nice. But Mirio being Mirio, he's hard to catch, so I don't actually do any good damage to him. And I got really unlucky with how I fell down onto this platform. I came down right in front of a Shoto there, and he froze me. But yeah, with this distance between us, I knew it was going to be pretty difficult to actually catch him. So instead of chasing, I decided to heal up. And I saw that my Dobby had taken a lot of damage there, so initially I want to run to go help him. But then my Denki ends up taking a lot of damage, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just help finish off this Todoroki. And that's exactly what we do. I didn't get a single one of those level up cards, by the way, but hey, it is what it is. Then I end up getting stuck on this picnic bench, which is annoying. And then out of nowhere, a Strike Dobby pulls up, and of course he betas me, and he's there beta spamming because that's all they can do. I feel like, I mean, I don't feel like, I know how it is. Sidestepping against Strike Dobby seems just so difficult. And it's like you don't even want to hit him because at any moment his beta can go, or not beta, but his gamma could go off. This was the first time in the match that the Dobby was downed, and he could have used his special action, so I'm not sure why he didn't. Or was it? I'm not sure, I don't remember. Maybe he already used it and I wasn't paying attention. So I just kept checking behind me because I knew there wasn't no Choco there. And I wanted to make sure she didn't just jump back down and do more damage to us there. We got ourselves quite a few team heals, so that's nice. So I know I said that we had some time to loot, but because we were fighting, this area ended up getting all of its loot taken. And I didn't actually get anything useful. There's 2 level ups towards my beta. And I thought that that was the perfect time to set up a cannon because she was trying to grab all that loot. I'm like, you know what? Set up cannons, you can take damage. And that's why she goes down. But yeah, at least now we're actually getting our levels up, which is nice. Like, Momo's gameplay really changes simply by having that second cannon. So that's why I try to get it as soon as possible, but hey, sometimes it just isn't possible. Oh, and I just stole this Deku's loot. He was there opening the box, and I just shot him and took everything. But yeah, I just realized that throughout this entire match, that Deku had his Black Whip glitched. So pretty much, no matter where he was on the map, as long as you can see an open area, you would see his Black Whip, basically. So we still are looting. We haven't really come across any actual fights yet. I mean, we could fight here, but I think we were more focused on getting our levels up. Because we did see a couple of people run by, but we didn't push them or anything. Usually when I see someone stand by me like that, especially when it's a random, I just assume that they're there to steal my loot, bro. But luckily he didn't take anything. Like, I don't know what happened to my team here, but it was like in a matter of seconds they were all just dead. I'm like, what even happened? I knew that Kendo was there. And Denki ends up going down. Dabi goes down, and we are at 12 health. I mean, I'm pretty sure he saw that I had gotten that revive card there. So the fact that he left is pretty cringe. Well, not pretty, but beyond cringe. Yeah. But hey, it happens, I guess. And then we bring our Denki back. But guess what? He's AFK. AFK, AFK, AFK. So yeah, I do drop all of those items for him, but then once I realize that he's actually AFK, I go right back and take everything back. So yeah, so from this point forward, we're playing the game on our own. And Cementos is a character that I typically don't enjoy letting live. So as much as I could, I wanted to get him out of there. Because I knew he was already low. But this Mirio was making my life difficult. Yeah, he definitely saw me use my cannon there. And right here, I thought I dodged, but I didn't dodge the right way, which is why we took damage from that. And he forced me to plus ultra. I mean, I probably didn't have to plus ultra there because his alpha combo wouldn't have killed me, but just to be on the safe side. And yeah, my teammate was there taking damage, but I didn't care. I knew he was AFK, so I wasn't going to go out of my way to help him. I'm really surprised that this Ida actually got me with his alpha kick there. And if I had been focused on him, I definitely would have stopped him. Or I could have stopped him from running up the wall there. But that's okay. My Denki goes down yet again. But hey, he's AFK, so I guess he deserves it. I can still see that Deku's Black Whip, which is funny. I don't know what happened with that Deku there. He went upwards, then towards me, and then he ended up all the way on the other side of the building there. And as long as the circle permitted it, I wanted to stay in the building because, you know, being indoors is Momo's forte. And the fact that the Ida followed me indoors is really bad on his part. I'm not sure why he did that, but that's why he died. The Deku on his team definitely tried to heal him or pick him up, but he just couldn't because I put my cannon there and he ended up dying. Well, not dying, but taking damage. And here I definitely did stay in the storm for too long. But we didn't die though, so that's the most important part. Us not dying. That's so funny. What's his name? The Mirio just poked his head into the building there with his permeation. And then he just left. I didn't notice the Ochako there soon enough. Fortunately for me though, no one was really focusing me or targeting me that hard. So I was able to heal up whenever I needed to. Except this Ochako for some reason. Luckily for me though, Momo's alpha shots have a shorter recovery time than Ochako's beta, so I got my attacks off first. Oof. Now we're taking quite a bit of damage. And I guess our Denki finally came back, but he noticed he was dead, so he just left. Not much you can do there. So I did see the Deku running towards us, but I guess he hid inside the shed there. And I definitely could have pushed him, but I was too focused on getting my health back up. The only thing that can make this match worse is letting Twice clones run rampant. Because if you give them any space, they'll just fry you. Get rid of all your health. So at this point in the match, it was just me as a solo, the Mirio as a solo, and then the Deku and the Twice were on the same team. Like, if I really had my way with it, I wouldn't have taken the Mirio out, just yet at least. But because he was there, I had to hit him. I couldn't not hit him. And just to save myself there, I decide to run behind a wall, set up some cannons just in case they chase after me. But I didn't actually do any damage with them, I don't think. Then I try my best to get this double heal off, and I do actually get it off, which is nice. Because against two people, I'll need all the health that I can get. And that cannon didn't go where I wanted it to go. And I knew the Deku was healing, so I wanted to stop him, but he got his heal off. So I couldn't change that. I couldn't stop him. I ran out of my alphas, so I had to make do with a jump melee. And we finished him off with my cannon there, even though we traded hits. And the Twice wasn't anything special, so the moment the Deku went down, it was game over. And GG. We managed to take the win all for ourselves. Okay, and then for this last match, we are playing in Unranked with Mount Lady here. And I want to say that I've gotten a bit better than the last time that I've used her, but I'm not sure if that's actually true. Maybe it's just a placebo effect. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna say yes, I did get better. Every day that you're playing the game, you're improving in some manner. But yeah, this game, we were playing, you know, to the best of our abilities, but some things did happen. But we were able to recover from those things, so that's good. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about later on. I don't know where I learned that you could jump out of her gamma from. I think I was watching someone's stream. Maybe, yeah, Mondo has cake. I was watching his stream the other day and he was playing as Mount Lady and I saw him jumping after his gamma, so I'm like, okay, maybe I can do the same thing too. And then I saw this Momo going after the Ochako there, so I decided to third party because why not? We end up taking out the Ochako there, and I didn't mean to execute there, so I'm fortunate that I didn't take more damage from the Momo cannon there. So things definitely could have taken a turn for the worse there. So the Twice army is growing. We haven't really done much yet, but that'll change soon enough. I'm not sure if it's just me, but it feels like whenever I play Mount Lady and I just watch her run, It feels like she runs faster than Momo does. I'm not sure if that's actually true or what, but it at least feels like Momo runs slower than Mount Lady does. And one thing I really need to work on is aiming with Mount Lady. Because, you know, I play Momo, and with Momo at least, it feels like my aim doesn't need to be 100% precise to get my shots landed. I'm not sure why our Twice was spam pinging like that, because we were all here. But yeah, we got rid of the All Might there. And then I see another Mount Lady, so I'm like, it's time to have our Titan battle. And then I see a Bakugo trying to run away, so I'm like, let me kick in that direction, and we take him down. His teammate saved him there, and I ended up taking pretty big damage. Our Twice goes down, which is too bad. But there's not much we can do about it. And for quite a while in this match, there were 3 teams left. Our Deku does get pulled in by an All for One Gamma, so I need to do my best to keep him alive for as long as I can. We're pushing everyone away. That beta there was not a good decision, but it's okay. And we ran out of our big form. And yeah, the exact moment that we ran out of our big form, that's when my teammate dies, unfortunately. And yeah, they're chasing me now. They know I'm low at plus Ultra. They want to get me out of the lobby. I was just barely in range of his Alpha there. And I'm surprised that he actually caught me with his Beta there. I didn't think he would. So yeah, the main thing I needed to watch out for was the All for One's Gamma. Because the moment I got pulled in, that would be game over. But yeah, as long as you time it right, you can roll out of it. And it won't pull you in. So at this point, I was focused on bringing my team back. Because at this point, not bringing them back would be the same thing as me dying. So we're on the other side of the map right now. Everyone is currently at the fire zone fighting, and I'm at the typhoon zone, so there's no way that they can stop me from getting this revive. Alright, so we're back in the game. I let my teammates get all of the items here, because I didn't need anything. I didn't realize how short Mount Lady was. before her gigantification. But anyways, our Deku went in by himself, and he ends up going down because of it. I'm not sure why he did that, but yeah. So it's not looking too great for us at the moment, seeing as it's now a 2v3. And that All Might there, it looked like he wasn't focused on me, which is why we got so much damage on him for free. And that's why we also take him out. And yeah. Our Twice got caught by the Alpha 1 Gamma, and he took lots of damage for it. And I wanted to chase the Alpha 1, but then I noticed that my Twice was dying. So I'm like, let me go over there. Cool, so that's a Toga dealt with, and the All Might. Now all that's left is the Alpha 1. And I learned something in this match here that I never knew before. Using Plus Ultra on a Giant Mount Lady will knock her out of the Giant form. And apparently he had the Mr. Compress quirks from earlier, but you can't reflect a stomp. And he tried to teleport away, but, you know, the zone is small. There's only so many places you can go. And I thought the All Might was down, but apparently he was still alive. But oh well. That's it. GG's.